Ready to make your titles look epic? Welcome to the first in my series of cinematic title styles in DaVinci Resolve. Today, we're building the classic fly-in text effect. First thing we're going to do is we're going to create a fusion composition. So go in and right click create fusion composition. It can be 5 seconds long or however long you want it to be. And we're going to create that and drop it onto our timeline. With the fusion composition selected, we're going to go into the fusion and we're going to then bring down a text node and connect that to our media out. Now we're going to go over and we're going to put in whatever text that you want to put in. In our case, we're going to put in Under the Blood Moon. We're going to keep the theme and we got a blood type font. If you want to download this font, there is a link in the description below where you can download this and get this font. We're going to change the color to red. Keep with the theme. Now we're going to change the size a little bit and go with this. Tracking, we can increase the tracking just a little bit to space it out. In that case, we're going to bring the font size back down again. Now we're going to go in and right click inside of the text box and we're going to go follower. We're going to select follower and now going to go over and see that the modifiers tab is now active. We're going to do a order and what we're going to do is we're going to go random but one by one. That will change the way the font comes into our video. Now we're also going to change our delay. We're going to just have a delay of about 1 in this case. We are going to then change the zoom in effect. So we're going to go over here to position. We're going to move our playhead to about frame 30. We're going to set the Z offset and put a keyframe right there. And then we're going to take and move our playhead all the way back to the beginning of the frame. And then we're going to take the Z offset and move it all the way back. That automatically creates a keyframe. As you can see, it does not get rid of the text. So we're going to double click in here and we are going to say type in a -20 and that gets rid of all of the text. You can bring the text to just where it barely comes into view. So this is where the new keyframe will be. If you were to play this back, you will see that the text now flies in. Now we're going to add a little bit of rotation as the letters come moving in. So we're going to take our Y and we're going to move our playhead to frame 30 and now we're going to create a keyframe at that point. Now we're going to take and move our playhead all the way back to the beginning and then we're going to create another keyframe at -90. So now when you scroll this in, you will see that the letters are actually starting to rotate. They're coming in at an angle and then laying flat. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to make it a little softer coming in. So we're going to go to our softness tab, expand that. We are going to move our playhead frame 30. We're going to then create a keyframe on 0 on the X and the Y. Now we're going to move our playhead back to the beginning and we're going to set another keyframe at 30 on both X and Y. So now when this scrolls back in, it's going to be coming in a little bit softer. So one of the last things we're going to do is we're going to go up to the Spline Editor. We're going to go into the spline. We're going to make sure that all of our keyframes are selected. So we're going to go to all. We're going to display. Now we're going to select all of the keyframes and we're going to ease them in as being smooth. And now when you play this back, you will see that the keyframe will make it smooth animation. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the spline so we have more room in our editor. We're going to now know that this red text is not going to look good on our background because our background is going to be a red blood moon. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go over to the tools and we're going to go over to our shading tab and we're going to select element number 2 and enable that. We're going to change our color color to a blue. And now what we need to do is we need to set our keyframe or our playhead on frame 30. And as you can see, the blue outline is being stationary. So we're going to need to make that a value. So on this, we're going to need a keyframe on the X and the Y at 0. And then when we go all the way back to our beginning, we're going to change our X and Y to 30. We're going to go back to keyframe 30 on our playhead. We're now going to get our Z offset, a keyframe on 0. And once we move this playhead all the way back to the beginning, we're going to set our keyframe at a negative 6.5 because that got rid of it off of the screen. We're also going to take our rotation and we're going to make our Y the same as it was in the other one. So again, we're going to set our keyframe to 30. We're going to set our Y to 0 as a keyframe, move our playhead back to 0, and now we're going to change this to a negative 90. So now if you were to play this back, you will see that the blue comes in and the red will also come in. So now we go back to our edit page. We're going to move our Fusion composition up one line. We're going to move our background in. And now when we play this, you can see that it actually looks a lot better and smoother. If you do not need all of the extras like the outline of the letters, you can omit those. You can change the timing and have them come in at different times. Everything here is going to be totally up to how you want it based on the background that you have. Thanks for watching. If you like, please subscribe to see our number 2 in the series of our cinematic titles. We will see you then.